In the place to be. Giami Journey Radio. Peace to everyone out there watching. I got the intro music playing. Hopefully you can hear it. I'm about to go live on my, well, not live, but I'm podcasting. I'm saving it for the podcast. So peace and welcome. Like, enjoy, subscribe, and share. That's all I ask. I love this beat. Peace, fam, peace. This is Brother Hatim coming to you live and direct, and I need to make sure that you understand that you are now listening to Giami Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and of course you know right now you are listening to Folk Tales for Grown Folks, and this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Yes, indeedy. We are going to work to blow up those old paradigms. We are going to make sure that the way that you saw the world before you stepped on the show is not how you see the world when you leave the show, right? This is about building the best you, about moving you towards your greatness, about moving us, because I'm in process too, and I love doing it. I love building like this, and I love the fact that people come in and listen. So feel free to comment. If you want to join the conversation, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Now y'all got to excuse me, I got this new phone, and sometimes something can be too damn good. The camera is so good that it picks up all the light. It picks up everything, and it's crazy, right? So, y'all know that I do this once a week. This is Folk Tales for Grown Folks. We coming from Aesop Fables, but of course I'm going to go through the news first, and I got to shout out my sponsors. Tomorrow we're going to be hitting up the African Tree of Life. We're going to be doing tribal quotes. And that show is going to be life-shattering. It's going to be changing. What's up, Deleanor Abdur Razak? Deleanor. Shouts out Stephanie Jackson. I see you on here, Miss Victoria. Peace to you. Who else is on the Facebook page? I saw my brother Eric Moore, man. Got some stories with that man right there. That's my dude. That is my dude. We grew up together. So now, let me make sure that y'all know how to get in on the conversation if you choose to. If you are cold and bold enough to get on the mic, 614-556-4535. The lines will be fully open by 9:15. By 9:15, I don't know what's going. There we go. All right, cool. I want to thank everybody that's out there in our Facebook land listening. Thank you for listening or stopping in. I really appreciate it. Y'all can feel free to comment. We can conversate. We can do our thing. Now, so, in the news. Oh, first, before we get to the news. Now, I go to T-Mobile. I've been at T-Mobile before T-Mobile was T-Mobile. I've been with them since they was Aerial. I don't know if some of y'all might not even be old enough to remember Aerial. But every time I go in there, they want to give me something, right? So now I got me a little tablet. I'm working with that. I'm doing my daily vlog, so y'all can subscribe to that on YouTube, or you can just subscribe to my my blog at www.giamijourney.com. I'm typing it in. www.giamijourney.com, because that is where I am putting all of my videos, my radio shows, my books, everything is on there. So I got to send shouts out to all of the people that support, and I'm gonna be pulling stuff from here to talk about far as the news. So we're gonna go to the news real quick. All right. Well, first let's go to the Giami Journey timeline. Let's do that. Boom. All right, you could also like us on Giami Journey on Facebook. Giami Journey on Facebook. Now, it's some words that the Great Pumpkin, also known as Donald Trump, will be doing some deregulation, which means big banks could get back into the mortgage market. Now, the thing that I want to remind y'all of is that we have been here before. Before we get into that, I keep on forgetting. I need to let y'all know I got my books. Well, this one is not available. This one's not available yet. And you see my kids is tearing it up. Hopefully they reading it when they tearing it up. This is the flagship. This is, my fault, because I'm Spreaker 2. 7 Sticks, The Secret to Millennium 7. That's one of my, that's a storybook. I really vibe on Aesop heavy in this one here. All right. The Player's Pyramid. This right here is a foundation builder. Anybody that want to jump off, moving towards consciousness, want to jump off, want to learn about yourself, and you need a system to follow, right here. Here you go, right here. We also have the Warrior Handbook for Life Journey, the Giami Method, right here. Got a lot of stuff in there for you too. And last but not least, definitely not least, is the one that will be coming out on Monday. This one is called Freedom Within Limits, right? This is my latest book. It's a compilation. I've been trying to say that word for years of all of the writings that I've been doing. You know, a few stories, a few thoughts, things that I've been posting up for a long time. I done gathered them up and put them in the book. I'm still doing a little proofreading. I got a little bit of work to do with it, but I'm gonna have it ready by Monday. All right. And then of course, I'm forced to always have to open up a bottle of that ambrosia, right? So I'm gonna sip some ambrosia with you. I can't drink it all because I gotta save some for my morning podcast, because y'all know every morning I toast. So those of you that want to join the toast, I have it posted up by 12 noon so that you can toast with me, so that you can hear some of the stuff I'm talking about, because every day I'm vibing on that Nguza Saba challenge. I'm building, right? I'm building here first. This is where a lot of us is having problems in our mind. If we don't change our mind, no matter how much money they give us. Now, I was thinking about a question today, right? Anybody out there, have you ever went to a restaurant and seen the Chinese folks eating out anywhere else but a Chinese restaurant? I'm just wondering. I'm just asking, right? Because I've seen Indians, I've seen Latinos and Hispanics, I've seen white folks, I've seen motherfuckers I couldn't identify, but I have never seen Chinese people anywhere else eating. Where do they go to eat? You know what I'm saying? I'm just asking, because we talking about nation building, right? Oh, he said they love McDonald's. Kyle, you seen them at McDonald's, man? I never seen any at McDonald's. If you seen them at McDonald's, you just shot down my whole thing, and I'm cool with that. But, you know, because I want to know. I want to see them come to McDonald's, right? But I'm just like, yo, man, it's certain things they won't eat. They won't come to us and buy no damn rice, but we'll go to them and buy rice up like a mug, right? But I'm going to drink this ambrosia. I'm going to get my probiotics. Get your probiotics, right? Get you a health drink that you drink at least once or twice a day to get your mind right, get your body right, and get everything going, right? Now, so, as you see, well, I didn't know you was in Canada. All right, so here we go. I got it in the glass so that it won't overflow. Are you still rhyming? All right, cool. All right, it didn't overflow. I'm glad, but it's still alive. It's bubbling. I want y'all to hear. This is that God body. I had to go into my secret stash, y'all. It's getting tight around the Giammi house. I got some more brewing, and I only got about 3 gallons. Now, this is what I gotta do. Check it out. So that I can have something to toast in the morning, I have to. Oh, you make beats, cool. All right, shouts out to the Poetic Lioness. I seen you on the line. All right. Saving it so it can be carbonated for the morning toast, so that y'all know I'm not playing. I keep it real, right? Every morning I'm getting up, I'm drinking this. I'm doing a Warriors diet, which means I'm only eating after 5, and then after a while, like I said, man, my appetite is not like it was. So this is put up. So now we're gonna sip and we're gonna get into our conversation. Boom. For those, ooh, man, you age well. Listen, for those that don't know, God Body is that ambrosia, which is basically green tea and honey fermented, right? With some sea moss and some bladderwrack. The sea moss and bladderwrack mixture is created by, is made by brother Tony Nesbitt. He supplies me with that part. And then I mix it with the ambrosia, let it sit for a couple of days, and Lord have mercy, you could taste the sea. All right. So now they thinking about deregulating banks. Now we smarter now, so we got to figure out how we gonna benefit from them deregulating the banks and the banks trying to get back into the mortgage stuff and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because last time we got in, and a lot of us, including myself, lost our shirts because we were not prepared for it. But now we're older. Right? So now we got to start strategizing. We got to start talking about strategies. You know what I'm saying? Whether we're going to get in real estate, how can we benefit from them deregulating banks, from them deregulating utilities, from them deregulating a lot of stuff? Because deregulation basically means they pull the government out, and it means that it's basically a free market, and we have an opportunity to get in there and benefit. We need to get capital flowing, but first we got to get the mind right. All right. Next, I put some pictures up about some hairstyles from Ghana, 5 Ghana Shuka styles you need to see. Go and check them out. Some beautiful black women on there. They have a mosquito saliva vaccine. So no, they're not trying to vaccinate the mosquitoes no more. They vaccinating the let's look at this. You know what I'm saying? They're going to stop mosquitoes with mosquito spit. I got to see how they're going to do this shit here. Let's read this a little bit. Anybody out there willing to rub mosquito spit on yourself? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. Wanted 60 people willing to be bitten by mosquitoes to test a new kind of vaccine, one that acts against the bug saliva. Anybody out there willing to do that? I'm quite sure they give you about $20. You know what I'm saying? That gives some of y'all enough money to do your little weed thing. You know, I know it's hard times out there. Rather than separate vaccines against Zika or other mosquito-borne diseases, the new approach aims to protect against multiple infections by triggering the immune system to rev up in response to the bite itself. All right, so they're getting you to get revved up against the bite, your immune system, right? Which in a sense, if you eating healthy, now I ain't gonna say it's gonna stop everything, but if we eat better, we gonna get less disease. The National Institute of Health is recruiting volunteers for a safety study of the experimental vaccine being developed by 2 London companies. So I'm not doing that. We can stop reading here. I'm just interested in how they're gonna fight the mosquito stuff with mosquito spit. All right, for those that don't know, those you that love chicken, Burger King just is in talks to buy Popeye's chicken. And I was just wondering, You know that the black woman they have on there, I don't know her name. That's their sponsor. Not their sponsor, but she, she's the spokesperson for Popeyes. What would happen if her and the dude, the Burger King dude, had a baby? What would he look like? Big ass head. Both of them got big heads. You know what I'm saying? Wonder what that baby would look like. They bought it for $1.3 billion. Now, check this out. On the Giammi Journey timeline, a successful entrepreneur opened a new meditation studio in New York City to cash in. Listen, to cash in on a $1 billion market. Now, some of y'all out there looking for jobs, right? I just gave you an opportunity. Sit your ass down, learn how to meditate, and teach other people how to meditate. Come up with an app. This is $1 billion industry, just like with this ambrosia. $3 billion industry, right? We got spare people. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, learn to meditate, still your mind, right? This is a golden business opportunity. $1 billion market. Meditation has gone mainstream. The now $1 billion industry has. I'm about to do a meditation app. Shit, I'm meditating every morning. If you want to join me, check out Daily Toast. Type in Daily Toast on YouTube. I'm doing it, or go to my blog. Right. I'm doing a meditation. For those that are interested, I do a meditation called the Ashe breath. It's a combination of many different styles of meditation, and it's based on using our ancient technology to help you calm down, to help you get moving in the direction that you need to go. And shouts out to my boy Brian Wiz Billingsley, out there in Las Vegas doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Wiz. I hope you're using that magic out there in Las Vegas, right? You know, for those that want to call in, we will be talking 614-556-4536, my 4535 or something like that. Let me go and find a number. I'm old. I can't remember all that stuff all the time. All right, it is 614-556-4535. I'll type it up. All somebody got to do is get on the thing and say, hey, type it in. I'll type it in for you, all right? Now, listen. So we're going to get back. Meditation has gone mainstream. The now $1 billion industry has grown increasingly popular with Wall Street bankers, and has also moved into the tech world with a plethora of apps like Headspace that guide users through practices. The former owner of Intermix, I couldn't pronounce his first name, a women's luxury clothing store that he sold to Gap for $130 million, has been benefiting from meditation since 2007, after a hedge fund managed friend introduced him to the practice. Now Kelly Dijon wants to help spread the word. He recently opened New York City-based meditation studio. Inscape is an escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Located in Flatiron District, Inscape is a place for those who want to explore meditation by taking guided group classes. Although I've been aware of meditation since I was a child, I have never fully engaged in practice. This was my first full attempt to go into a meditative state. Below you see my experiences. All right, so this dude dropped $1 million. He dropped $1 million so that he could get into this industry. Y'all. I mean, it's so many different opportunities out here. I'm just trying to make sure that y'all get them. We need to look at all things, because a lot of us, we get caught up into what other people have to say. You know what I'm saying? About what we want to do, man. Follow your passion. Follow your dream. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you only live once. If it don't work, if you good at something, you always get a damn job. You know what I'm saying? Always. I ain't gonna say always. It's rough times out here. I heard some people been looking for jobs for a long time. I personally never had that problem. Right? Actually, jobs come looking for me. But, you know, and if you have fun doing what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. All right. AI machines are learning quantum physics and solving complex problems. So now they got these machines solving problems, y'all. I keep telling y'all, the old job market will not exist in the next 5 to 10 years. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? What innovations are you going to bring to the marketplace so that you can feed your family? Or what crew are you hooking up that's original enough to keep things going and keep things growing so that you can be able to feed your people? Right? You know what I'm saying? You got to get your tribe together, yo. Y'all got to start thinking about shit more than basketball and football and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's stuff out here that we have to do. We got to build. All right, let's move on. NASA to announce a discovery beyond our solar system tomorrow. No, they didn't find no aliens. They found some more exoplanets outside of the solar system, which we can see. So there's other planets. So there's more planets in our solar system that we never knew about. Now, this is the point that I constantly say. I constantly ask, could it be that the universe grows with our consciousness of the universe? It goes hand in hand, right? The more conscious we become, the more exploratory we become. Could this universe only expand with our consciousness? You know what I'm saying? It brings it back to the question of, did we create all this stuff for ourselves? And the deeper we look into it, the deeper it gets. You know what I'm saying? The farther out it takes us, so that it keeps us from focusing on what we really need to be focusing on. A lot of us, we want to focus on outer space and aliens and shit when we should be focusing on inner space and these emotions. You want to talk about aliens? Some of y'all got aliens dwelling in you. In ancient time, they used to call them demons. Y'all, you know, y'all got different minds. Y'all got different personalities that come out of you at different times. We are, you know, I got a couple of them too. I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know what I'm saying? We all got some problems. All right. Active shooter holed up in Ben Taub Hospital in Houston. So they got an active shooter going into a hospital now. You know what I'm saying? This is in Houston. But this was a while ago, so, you know, they probably killed him by now. Homeland Security outlines new rules tightening enforcement of immigration law. Uh-oh, Cleve. Uh-oh. So they're about to take all of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, this is so funny, man. I mean, when you really think about the irony of them deporting people. When you really think about the irony of them deporting people, I want y'all to really think about that. You know what I'm saying? They've been in America, what? 300-400 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got, you know, they got elephant balls. You know, just the boldness in it. You know what I'm saying? And the ability to just make people forget. You know what I'm saying? Have we forgotten that they just stole this shit from people? You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just stole it. I mean, literally just, I mean, they call that shit strong arm robbery. That's what that shit is called. Strong arm robbery. Right? Murder and larceny. You know what I'm saying? They snatched your ass, your ancestors, and brought y'all over here. Been causing confusion all over the world. Now they don't feel safe. You know what I'm saying? That's like that little kid that be tearing shit up when they ain't up at home and showing off in front of people, and then got the audacity to be scared to come home. All right. Let's keep it moving. Okay, cool. I put the daily toast for the day. For those that don't know, today is Coochie Chocolate. It's on there. I got it up on Spreaker. I also have it up on YouTube. As y'all see, I'm getting busy. I'm not playing with this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take this whole piece, me and you, we're going to take this whole piece to a whole nother level, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's people who got this hustle down pat. I'm studying the numbers. I'm learning how to read the analytics. I'm not playing, right? I'm not playing. So every time you click on my shit, you see a commercial. And I know some of y'all get mad about that, right? Then get YouTube Red. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Get a subscription. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is, this is a possible business for some of us, right? And we need to support. When somebody's giving good information, support. You know what I'm saying? Put a like up. Share. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'm going to get into the show. Woo! Man, listen. This guy body. This Mr. Nesbitt, you put your foot in this one, bro. I still got a little bit of that batch, that last batch you made me. I got a little bit of that. We're going to keep it moving. All right. So now, on to the Proverbs. Now, make sure. Let me do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I need to make sure that y'all go into the YouTube page. I am going to put the, you go to www, you already put it up, www.giamijourney.com, you know what I'm saying? And you can listen to all my latest shows. My fault. This show is a different show. On there right now, what we got is last week's Tribal Quotes. Tribal Quotes, the only one that you're going to hear up on there, unless I do a freestyle Nia. I almost said that day. Freestyle Nia. So let me go on. I'm gonna take this link. I'm gonna copy the link, and I'm going to post it for y'all. This is the one from the day. But if you go into the one for the day, it'll take you to my page. Go like and subscribe. Right? Go help a brother out. You might find something on there that you like, right? Boom, there you go right there. I just put the link up. No excuses, right? All right, let's get it. Y'all ready for this proverb? Listen, this folktale is going to change your life. Listen to me. This folktale is going to change your life. All you got to do is be open-minded. I'm going to read it. Now, those that want to call in, once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Once again, 614-556-4535. All right. It's called The Peacock and Juno. Hold on. I want to make sure the show is still broadcasting. Yep. The mic's still up. Mic is hot. All right. Just want to look perfect, let y'all get the full hot Timness, right? Y'all check it out in the morning because I'm doing my workouts, right? And these isometrics, dog. Ooh, a lot of y'all are paying money to go to the gym. Listen, isometrics. Ooh, man, quicker and free. But I guess people don't appreciate free. All right. The Peacock and Juno. The Peacock made complaint to Juno that while the nightingale pleased every ear with his song, he himself no sooner opened his mouth than he became a laughingstock to all who heard him. The goddess, to console him, said, "But you far excel in beauty and in size. The splendor of the emerald shine in your neck, and you unfold a tail gorgeous with painted plumage. But for what purpose have I said the bird, this dumb beauty, so long as I am surpassed in song?" "The lot of each," replied Juno, "has been assigned by the will of the fates to thee, beauty, to the eagle, strength, to the nightingale, song, to the raven, favorable, and to the crow, unfavorable auguries. These all contented with the endowments allotted them." Now I'm going to read that again. Y'all ready? Listen up. The peacock made complaint to Juno that while the nightingale pleased every ear with his song, he himself no sooner opened his mouth than he became a laughing stock to all who heard him. Man. The goddess to console him said, "But you far excel in beauty and in size. The splendor of the emerald shine in your neck, and you unfold a tail gorgeous with painted plumage. But for what purpose have I," said the bird, "this dumb beauty so long as I am surpassed in song?" "The lot of each," replied Juno, "has been assigned by the will of the fates. To thee, beauty; to the eagle, strength; to the nightingale, song; to the raven, favorable; and to the crow, unfavorable auguries. These are all contented with the endowments allotted to them." First, and second, now, let me tell you, and I know a lot of people be doubting me when I say, these folk tales are not just for kids. Actually, once again, they were written to teach adults life lessons. Our ancestors left us crystallized wisdom, and we need to stop disrespecting their wisdom by sectioning it off and saying it's just silly kid stories. We need to really start looking into this wisdom that was just dropped. This is life-changing wisdom, and a lot of y'all won't get it, right? A lot of y'all won't get it because a lot of y'all are just like this peacock, your beautiful self, running around, you know what I'm saying, lost, confused, upset about your beauty. You calling your beauty dumb. You calling your skill dumb. You calling your talent dumb. You calling your blessings not enough. Just like this damn peacock. Now, let's talk about Juno. Who is Juno, right? Juno is in Greek, because, you know, Aesop was a slave in Greece, right? In Greece, Juno was Zeus's wife. I may be incorrect. Somebody go on and fact check that shit for me, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, she was the second highest god or goddess, period. So her husband was the king of all of the Greek gods. She was the wife, right? So basically, those of you that's in a married relationship, you understand the power that she held. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't no pushover, right? And her selected bird, the bird of her choice, was the peacock. See, now I want y'all to think about this. You got a peacock, right? This beautiful bird that's looking down on himself, that is favored, so favored by this goddess that he gets to complain to her directly. He's not talking to the wind. He's not talking to the air. He's not talking to a tree. No, he's talking to the goddess that has basically protected him and basically gave him the plumage that he has. The very source of his beauty. The very source of his power and his majestic nature, according to the myth, come from her, because this is her sacred bird, right? Her name was also, you might recognize her other name. Her other name was Hera, right? Hera, right? But we going back. I mean, we can move forward with that name, or we can move backwards with that name. But we're not gonna worry about it because I want you to get the lesson out of this. So, like you, with your beautiful self, running around complaining about your beauty, complaining about your skill, complaining about your gifts, right? Trying to be like the damn nightingale. Trying to be like the eagle. You know what I'm saying? Brother Hatim, what you talking about? I'm talking about some of y'all out there who are wasting your talents. trying to get other people's talents. I'm talking about some of y'all out there who are wasting your life, right? Because you're too scared to get out and show your own beauty, right? You want to go sit at the desk like the nightingale, right? You complaining because you want the security of the nightingale, not really realizing that that nightingale really doesn't have more security than you. I'm talking to those of you who are just talking about you want to change and you want to go back to the beautiful you and you want to feel beautiful, but you're not embracing your own ability to move into your greatness. Right? Let's look at this. First off, now, this bird is so blessed that unlike all the other birds, he get to go directly to the goddess and complain. The second in charge, if not the first. Because those men that are married, you understand what I'm saying, right? That Zeus thought he was running shit. Jupiter, as they call him in here, thought he was running shit. But we already know that Juno is running shit. Right? Now, this bird gets to go to the throne and complain. Let's read what he says. The peacock made a complaint to Juno that while the nightingale pleased every ear with his song, he himself no sooner opened his mouth than he became a laughingstock to all who heard him. So, this peacock, this beautiful person like you, listening to me right now, this beautiful person, right, who has been blessed with a certain skill, is upset because when he tried to dabble in somebody else's gift, he was not able to get the same applause as that person. Right? Come on now. Come on now. Think about that. How many times you done that? How many times in your life have you done that? You know what I'm saying? You're good at one thing, but you want to be good at everything. You not only want to look good, you want to sound good. You want to sing good. You want to dance good. Right? See, remember, as generational people, we love mastery. Be good at what you are good at. Be the best. Be a master. This means that you put 10,000. This means that you dedicate yourself to something for 5 years. My elder, one of my elders told me that him and a group of other elders made a pledge that each of them would dedicate at least 10 years to one project. At least 10 years. What's up, Naichi? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rashid? You know what I'm saying? They would dedicate at least 10 years. See, because we got to understand, all right? When you are seeking mastery, because a lot of us, we want quick turnaround. We want quick change. We want quick things. But in order, I got to say, it says, if it come fast, it don't last. Right? When you dedicate yourself to something, that something that you dedicate yourself to dedicates itself to you. It takes time. That's it. A lot of us lack the patience. A lot of us think that we're supposed to just get up in it and run with it, right? What's up, Brother Shocker? Right? So we got to take our time and build and seek mastery. And with mastery, the rewards will come. Right? By us. And what is mastery about? Mastery, right, allows us to tap into our natural gifts. That's what it's about. It forces us to go back into ourselves. Now check this out. I started working out once again, and I'm doing it lightly every day, trying to build up. Y'all see it on my daily toast. I speed it up. I'm doing my meditation. I'm doing my workout. right? And what's up, bruh? As I work towards it, I see small steps of progress. And because I'm moving towards making this a habit, the habit is moving towards me. It's becoming easier and more time consuming because now sometimes I don't want to stop, even though it be hurting, right? But I know that pain is going to be transformed into something else, right? Many of us don't feel that we need to sacrifice. Come on now. Shaka says, mastery on anything takes 10,000 hours, right? Most of us become proficient at something, right? And this is where a lot of us miss it at. Proficiency is different from mastery. Proficiency means that you're just able to pass at it. Mastery means that you got the skill and the skill got you. People could look at you and know that you're a master, right? Now, let's go back to this bird, this poor, misguided bird, right? I won't say that it's you. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like ruining the folk tale. I ain't going to say it's you, you poor, misguided bird. You peacock who is not satisfied with your beauty, but you want to sing like the nightingale. Be you. Do you. Stop trying to be everybody else. Stop trying to fit into a world that was not designed for your success. Start getting into you. This peacock feels that what it has is not good enough. When all the birds are secretly looking at the peacock and be like, man, I wish I had that emerald green around that neck, man. Oh, man, if I could just have colors like that. But the peacock is not, he can't see that. Why? He can't see people flattering him because he thinks that everybody else is the deal. When in fact, he's the deal. All right, let's go. The peacock made complaint to Juno that while the nightingale pleased every ear with his song, he himself no sooner opened his mouth than he became a laughing stock to all who heard him. Of course, you wasn't born to sing. And on top of that, you ain't spending the required amount of time dedicating yourself to singing so that singing can come out of you, right? Because you don't have to have a good voice to sing. I could name some people. Some of y'all get mad at me, right? Because, because Bob Marley, I'm sorry, legend. But Bob Marley had a rough voice. Fela Kuti, rough voice. Hell, Satchmo, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? But they dedicated themselves to the craft. So harmony flew out those rough, manly voices and shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I know some of y'all, making babies off Bob Marley and shit and swearing he the best singer in the world and all that. But hey, that's your opinion. Hell, I like Bob Marley. But he ain't one of my top singers. As a matter of fact, some of the best singers, some of the best songwriters, some of the best people are individuals that dedicated themselves to the craft to such an extent that they become the craft. Bob Marley is reggae music. Fela Kuti is Afro pop. Right? All right. The goddess, to console him, said, but you far excel in beauty and in size. The splendor of the emerald shine in your neck, and you unfold a tail gorgeous with painted plumage. So now, you got this goddess looking at this bird, giving this bird compliments. Now, many of us are not able to receive compliments. Many of us are not able to receive applause because we feel that we are lacking. I know this because I still have a problem with that shit. When sometimes we need to learn how to take the bow, humbly accept the applause of other people. Some of us are so caught up in trying to be something that we are not, that we can't hear people complimenting what we are. We can't hear it. Right? Some of us have tuned out those people around us that's lifting us up and has only opened up the channel for those people that are bringing us down. Many of us don't have a placebo effect going on in our life. A placebo effect is the effect that is basically somebody give you an illusion and tells you all the stuff it's going to do, and you take it, and all of a sudden you start feeling the effects. The placebo effect is so powerful that doctors test all drugs against the placebo effect. Uh-oh. All right. Hold on, Shaka. I'm about to turn it on. I don't know what happened. Oh, man. All right. So I should be coming up in a second. You there?
Joining conference now. This call is being recorded.
What's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've been using some of your music on these videos, man.
Hey, do that, man.
Hey, you better monetize them.
Yeah, I've been hearing them.
You better monetize them, because I'm
right now.
I'm about to call B-Jazz and tell him the same thing. Because the whole piece is, if I'm using them, somebody else may be using them too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind you allowing me to get paid. Right? But you know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody taking advantage of you, because if it works out for me, it works out for you. All right. But now, here we go. So a lot of us, we're drowning out. Oh, so a lot of us don't have a placebo effect, because we know about the placebo effect. I just told you about that. We have a nocebo effect. This is the opposite effect, where people can give you a false illusion, and you can take it, and they'll tell you all the negative effects, and you will start experiencing the negative effects. Some of y'all have been fed nocebo so long that you are automatically, at this point in time in your life, manifesting all of the symptoms that people told you was gonna be, that you was gonna have. You just like your dad. You ain't shit like your mama. You know what I'm saying? You's a goddamn thief. You's a liar. You know what I'm saying? We done caught all those nocebos, and we got this nocebo effect flowing through our lives. And I'm saying, yo, you got that nocebo whispering in your ear, when the goddess herself is telling you how beautiful and how talented and how skilled you are. When those friends around you are trying to compliment you, you can't hear them. You blank them out, because you've been told that it's arrogance to accept their compliments. But please understand, your competition and those people that are in the place that you want to be in your life are accepting compliments. And it's in how they accepting the compliments that help propel them. Because understand this, when you're able to receive a compliment from somebody and you're able to return in kindness and in performing even more for these people and helping them produce things in their lives, they're going to spread the word about you. And in them spreading the word about you, you got a whole network that's building up around you. You know what I'm saying? Embrace your beauty, embrace your power. Don't be like that peacock. Stop trying to be the nightingale. God damn it. The goddess told him, she said, for the nightingale has the song. The eagle has the strength. And she ran down all the animals for him, letting them know what all of them had, and said, look, this is faith. Embrace what's yours. Grab what's yours and run with it like a football. Hell with what everybody else saying. You know what I'm saying? And hell with some of the negative talk that you get. Some of us, we got that. I mean, it's almost like it's something. It's like a little demon sitting inside of us that's just constantly got negative chatter coming across our brains. Let's nix that out. We can nix that out with the Ashe breath. We can nix that out with meditation. We can nix that out with running. We can nix that out with exercising. And we can nix that out with you applying yourself to your craft. And look at that word. Look at that word. I didn't say job. I didn't say career. I said craft. Right? Craft. What is your craft? What is your major? Right? Not your minors. What is your major? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Shaka, because we only got a couple minutes. You know, you got to cut me off, dog. Because once I get it, I'm running with it.
Right on. Now you know what my craft is, brother Hatu.
I know what your craft is. That's why I started off complimenting your craft and
Yes,
telling
sir.
you to get that money.
Right on. You know, my craft is shining light. You know, through music, I'm able to deliver a message that aligns people with the truth, and if they accept it, and they have the will to move forward. One of the things that you were talking about earlier when you were talking about the placebo and the nocebo, dig this. What you call nocebo, I call self-fulfilled prophecy. And that happens a lot when people say, well, because his daddy an alcoholic, you already know what's going to happen. That self-fulfilled prophecy makes them believe it and puts them into that whole fear-based captivity. They got to live with that because they know the outside perceives them in that manner. And they are powerless in their mind if they believe it. Anything that you believe, we'll put it like this, belief empowers everything in the world. When you look at the collective belief of Jesus, that's what makes Jesus powerful. When you look at the collective belief of the detriment of man's hand, that's what makes this government powerful.
When you look at the beliefs of black folks, because really when it comes down to it, our first step is simply aligning our beliefs. Not saying that we all have to believe in the same thing. What I'm saying is we have to be clear in the power of beliefs and direct them in the right direction. Our children are out here acting in the way they do because we really don't believe in our children.
Now, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
You know what? Sometimes I'm truly asking you these questions because I want to hear an outside perspective. I spend way too much time in my own head, man. But we're talking about this thing. Hold on, mind buffer. Let me catch on to it. All right, mastery. To master anything takes 10,000 hours of practice.
Right.
That's a scientific fact. So let me just ask this out loud, and we can come back to it. What do you become a master of when you have suffered intensely for 10,000 hours?
Ooh, now, I don't know if you ready for my answer?
Go ahead.
All right. So you suffer intensely. Now, question. Name something that you can master without suffering intensely. Any skill. Name one that you can master without suffering intensely. They talked about John Coltrane blowing his horn. John Coltrane would practice until his lips were raw. And you know what I'm saying? The wood off of the saxophone, he would take it off. It would be full of blood. You know what I'm saying? Name something that you could master. If you can name something that you can master without intense suffering, I'm going to show you an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Most people that are suffering, see, because suffering becomes something, it transforms. Because suffering is the heat. Suffering is the pressure. You know what I'm saying? Pain and those emotions are the pressures that in a sense, transmute you into the master. You know what I'm saying? It's like it forces It forces the good qualities to rise and the bad ones to fade away. You know what I'm saying? So that is necessary. See, because you got as now, if you're suffering at nothing, you become a Zen master. See, because a Zen master. I mean, because Zen in Zen, the whole goal is to get to nothing. And we in our community, we got a lot of Zen Buddhists. They just don't know they Zen Buddhists and shit. These motherfuckers is focused and intensely moving towards nothing. You know what I'm saying? Go ask one of the kids, what you doing? Nothing. Oh, you got to be doing something. No, I'm doing nothing. Okay. Ask their parents. You know what I'm saying? What have you intensely focused on in these last couple of years? My child, but then your child running around school tearing shit up. You're lying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We got people in our community intensely focused. They have mastered the skill of getting the wrong man. They have mastered the skill of finding the wrong mates. They have spent hours and hours. I don't believe that shit. Impossible.
Exactly. And you know what? I heard Queen Afua put it perfect. She said, you get out of a bad relationship and end up in the exact same relationship because you never allow time to resolve or to digest your old relationship. And what I put to that conversation is that it's one thing in particular that's the same about all your relationships. There's one thing that you take into all of your relationships, and that's you and your behavior.
Now,
And a lot of times we want to go ahead.
No, man, I'm just looking at my computer and all this stuff that we just went through just disappeared. It just literally disappeared. But I'm not going to get upset. You know why? Because I'm seeking mastery. And in seeking mastery and pain and suffering, I know that I could do something like this next week. But I also know how to download the YouTube feed and turn it into an MP3 and post that shit up as a podcast. So now, AT&T can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously, listen. This is why, like, for example, I was doing my videos, and every now and then I would lose a whole file. So I would be doing something for 45 minutes. I got a few minutes to get ready for work. I'm trying to cut the shit up, and all of a sudden it would just disappear. And that was nature's way of that pain and suffering that you was talking about. Well, damn, now I got to figure out how to get it. So boom, I relax. I work on the machine, my little phone, and the shit will pop back up. You know what I'm saying? You know
What though?
Go ahead.
Back when I was in Columbus, Kyle, I don't know if he's still listening in, but we used to always have these bizarre hip hop conversations. One of those conversations happened to be about Biggie losing his rhyme book. And it's like when you are a lyricist and you lose your rhyme book, that's just like, that I got to start all over again. I dealt with that. I don't know if you remember the beats that I had when I was in Columbus, but because I was back and forth in and out of the courthouse, my card got magnetized, and I lost 7 years of music. 7 years of music that, in my mind, I thought I wouldn't be able to recreate again. And when I attempted to, the music was better.
Dude.
It wasn't the same. Yeah.
No,
So,
look, the same thing happened to me. I went to capoeira practice. I don't know if you remember my black book bag. I had a black army book bag. I had this Giammi patch on it. I'm describing it just in case it's still floating around out there, right? It had my poetry book and some of my best poetry in there, and it had one of those old MP3 recorders where I had one of a kind interviews. One of the interviews that I had was an interview that Oprah Winfrey herself could not get. I was able to sit down and interview.
Harry Belafonte.
No. She got that one, but she ain't get the one with Jaga, Geronimo Pratt. You understand what I'm saying? I had an interview with Geronimo Pratt. I had him sit with me and my tribe at Simba, and I had the interview. Somebody broke into my vehicle and stole nothing but the bag. That's it. Had my poetry and that tape. And I thought, man. So I said, I'm going to go forth and create a book anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the pain and suffering makes us who we are. We try to get away from this shit. I ain't saying run into it, but sometimes, goddammit, you got to. You know what I'm saying? You can't learn to swim unless you're able to take the coldness of the pool. When you first jump in the pool, it's a shock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We try to take the shock out of everything.
I was talking to a local celeb. Actually, it was on his page. I don't know if you familiar with Dave Tyler from Men at Large, R&B group from Cleveland. Came up under Gerald Levert's label.
Right.
And he put a posting up saying, I wonder if they did a movie about Cleveland music, including Levert and Rude Boys and Men at Large, if people would actually go out and see it. And people got on the post and was like, yeah, and such and such, and this artist too. And I know what that feels like. When you got a vision and you really want to see who's going to support your vision, and as soon as you even murmur a little bit about your vision, people want to take liberties and throw Howard Hewitt and James Ingram and Daz Fan and all of them into the so I let them know. I know what that feels like, man. If you really want to know if people gonna support you, solicit a response first. Start a Kickstarter campaign to be able to create the movie. You know what I mean? If you get that far and they make it to your premiere, that's the icing on top. If you get a Netflix deal, you deserve it. Because Cleveland is hard, man.
Shit, it ain't just Cleveland.
And I'm pretty sure the same way I feel about Cleveland, some folks feel about Columbus, some folks probably feel about New York.
Yeah, hell yeah. Shit, it's a whole... It's a whole bunch of people out there who are like that peacock we just got done reading about. You know what I'm saying? They trying to be something that they're not. You know what I'm saying? Today is self-determination. Today is the day of justice. Today is the day of correspondence. As above, so below. As above, so below. You know what I'm saying? I asked the question, are we going to be the stars that our children try to be like? As above, so below. You know what I'm saying? Are we going to be the ancestors that our children are going to be talking about? You can't be the ancestor if you faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? You can't be. You can't be. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Today was a day, and this is my Coochie Chocolate testimony. Okay.
Go ahead.
Today, I go downtown. They have this public hearing regarding where the Cavs play at.
Right.
Cavs. The owner of the Cavs, Dan Gilbert. Piece is, I knew nothing about this dude before I went into the meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't let us in the meeting because they knew that we came for something righteous. What's happening is that they're using our tax dollars to renovate the Q.
Right.
And all the proceeds go to the Cavs and to the owner. Well, within a mile radius, I'm trying to acquire the old juvenile courthouse, which they only want $350,000 for. It's got a asbestos removal. But my piece is this: there's 100,000 souls. A brethren of mine went into that building and never came out the same. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and they said, my vision and what I'm prepared to do in this lifetime, I can turn lead into gold in that building alone. But I think they believe that, which is what pushes them away from my idea. So the whole piece is that we're down here at this thing. All we want is to express the fact that if you're going to monetize the way that you're going to monetize as a kid, some of that money needs to come back into the community. Because there's people out here, there's poor righteous people, there's folks in the community doing trench work right now to be able to create a brand new Cleveland. And with me, to be able to create a mecca right downtown Cleveland of those of us with independent minds who have an evolved purpose to be able to set in place in this world what will feed our children's children. So, all along, while they had us trapped outside of the meeting, a few of our people were able to go in, get on a microphone. You know, they let the clergyman on the microphone to be able to express the community views. All right?
They right.
But all along, I saw myself around a lot of strangers who didn't know my powers, because I could have, just in song, unified everybody just to be able to get the major point out, our elevator pitch. And that's my superpower, is that if I would have started singing, they would have started singing back to me, my song. And I would have broken into the song, which the first line is, I learned Kuja Chagalia from my man Ali. You got to float like a butterfly, sing like a bee. So the piece is that didn't happen. And I felt some kind of way because I really wanted to flaunt. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I said, you know what, I got to fall back. And I told the elder that too. I said, you know what, I got to let these leaders who got me here today just do what they came to do. And I'm going to fall back. But I'm going to make sure that my presence is known. You understand? So, you know, on one side, it was a state of humility. That on the other side, there were some folks who paid attention to me anyway that I never would have been in the same room with, for them to see me in my element, for them to see me as a part of a movement that could really inspire a greater movement. At the end of the day, in 2 weeks, we're all going to Detroit. I don't know if you know anything about this brother, the owner of the Cavs, but he owns half of Detroit.
Right.
In fact, the part of Detroit that he owns is called Quickensville.
Quickensville.
So, Quickensville. Like Quickens Loan?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's his town. Just like New Albany is Les Wexner's town.
Right.
All right? So, all we want is for him to show some altruistic concern within this socio-economic ploy to be able to give back to the community. So, that's where I was today out there.
All right.
And, yeah.
So, hey, I don't have no music to go out because it cut me off. But it's time for me to get off over here. I try to keep it under the hour. I want to thank you for calling in once again. For those that don't know, we have a show tomorrow, Tribal Quotes. And we're going into a new chapter. We're going into chapter 7, which doesn't have a title. So we don't even know where that's going to take us. In African Openness to the Tree of Life.
Where would you recommend those who have never had the Tree of Life to because you know there's several books with that title.
Right. This one is called The African Openings to the Tree of Life, and it is by Erskine Peters. E. Peters. Right? E. Peters, and it can be found at Regent Press. You can order it offline for those people that are interested. I'm telling you, get them before they stop selling them because they take them out of production every so many years. I've been buying them for years. I got this one for me. I got an old one hidden away somewhere for my kids when I get older and they can go through my stuff. And when they open it and and they start answering questions. It's gonna blow their mind, right? So, but with that, I'm gonna say peace, and I'm gonna say good night, and I'm gonna go on here and download this and put it up on YouTube as well as on Spreaker, since Spreaker I don't believe they played me. All right, but yo, I'm out, and with that, I say peace.